Hello, everybody, and welcome to another awesome episode of Movie Guys Podcast. Tonight, we're talking about Jaws, the whole franchise. Welcome to a special retrospective episode. I'm Jordan, along here with Eric and Ed. Eric, how you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm very surprised that Jaws made it past 3 movies. I learned something when we did this today. Ed, how are you?
I'm okay. I'm actually kind of excited that the Patriots are going to the Super Bowl. I'm kind of excited about that.
What a game!
That was a great game. The other one is not so great. We don't know the outcome of that yet, as per our recording time, but it's not going so well at this exact moment.
Yeah, well, football. I guess it's all depends on the day, which team shows up.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Tonight, we're talking about Jaws, the whole franchise. Jaws from 1975, Jaws 2 in 78, Jaws 3D in 83, and Jaws the Revenge in 1987, the year that I was born, so it has to be good, right? But
I mean, obviously, not all good things came out of that year.
oh, go fuck yourself. But
Wow.
Yeah. I'm
Low
sorry.
blows.
Low blows. Grumpy just got off a forklift for 10 hours. So Jaws, right? Before we talk about the individual movies here real quick, fellas, let's talk about that this franchise, and yes, pun intended, literally jumped the shark very quickly after the first movie.
Yeah.
I just, wow. How could
yeah.
something so amazing be so shit right afterwards? It's quite
Well, I mean,
amazing.
It's kind of obvious. I mean, the first one was one of the greatest films of all time, and other people, particularly the studio, wanted to capitalize on that.
Is that your only response to that?
I think the 80s were a time when they made one movie and then it became a franchise. It didn't make one single movie in the 80s that I'm aware of that didn't have to do with AIDS. It was every other movie had 37 sequels.
Now,
Besides Blade Runner.
Well, it had one sequel just recently.
there you go.
Now, go ahead, Eric.
A great case in point for all of this would be Jurassic series, because the first one, awesome. On board, great. Everything after that is what the fuck.
That's interesting because the same director for that franchise, Steven Spielberg. So are we saying that Spielberg makes movies that are so amazing that nobody can dare make a sequel to it?
Well, no, I feel like everyone was just like, hey, Spielberg's movie was great. Let's take his same movie, let's redo it, and let's put another theme park in the movie, just like they did in Jaws 3, just like they did in Jurassic World. Why are they doing this?
We'll talk about Jaws 3 in a second because we got some fun information on that. But Eric, I want to make it very clear for the fans. You have never seen, Eric, Jaws the Revenge. You've never seen the fourth movie before until this review?
I didn't even know that they made one, to be honest.
You didn't know it existed?
I mean, I was good after Jaws the first one. That's it. I was good after that. Like, it was just like, like Jaws 2, just like the first one died. What the hell are you talking about, man? It died. Blew up.
Yeah, head got blown up.
So
let's actually start with our main review. I hope you guys forgive me, but we all love Jaws. I don't think anybody who's listening to the show or even us are going to say that the first Jaws movie is terrible. We all love it, but I think everybody that's listening to this episode wants to hear about the sequels. And I mean, again, we love Jaws. It's amazing. Maybe one day we'll do just a whole episode on just the first movie. But since we all love it, we gotta do Jaws 3, 2, 3, and 4. So yeah, Jaws 2. This is interesting. Jaws 2 follows the same family as the first movie. So Jaws 2 is Die Hard 2, right? How can the same thing happen to the same family twice?
Right.
essentially. And now the little boys are not little boys anymore for the police chief, Brody. They're now teenagers, which absolutely makes no sense because Jaws 2 takes place in 1978. So just for a timeline aspect, the boys who was Roy Scheider's boys in the first movie, they were what, 10, would you say? 10, 12 in the first movie?
Good guess, yeah.
Yeah, sounds about right.
These kids are now seniors in high school?
Well, the one is, the other
3
one's
years later?
still a little baby.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
Well,
the one, not a baby, but the one he's on, the one that's in red, where where he's on the boat that capsizes and his friend gets eaten.
Okay. Yeah, whole. That woman gets eaten whole.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah. Okay, so unpopular opinion. Do you guys feel the same way I do that Jaws 2 has the better kills than Jaws 1? I mean, like Jaws 2 is going into slasher material, right?
Well,
Jaws 2 has amazing kills.
Yeah, that's kind of like what the difference is. Like in all three of the movies that I've seen. Okay, so I didn't see the fourth one, and you know what? Like after the third one, I think I would, and I'll get into that. But these are like all very different movies, completely different movies from the last one. All just happen to like be involving the shark. You know what? It's almost like. Do you remember like in the '90s when there's a stint of the movies where they were the back-to-back movies? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Volcano and Dante's Peak, Armageddon, and what was the other one?
Deep Impact.
Deep Impact. You know what I'm talking about? It feels like. In the same caliber, Jaws 2, and Jaws 3 are just kind of like different movie studios who were just like, you know what? Sharks. Yeah, let's do it. And they just make a movie about it. Because the first one
absolutely
is like a dramatic, like suspenseful, like it captures something, in you. And then the second one, it was just like, well, the shark might as well just be wearing a Jason mask,
Absolutely. No, Eric, you're right. The shark in Jaws 2 should be wearing a Jason mask because he tries to eat a woman off her boat. The boat blows up. Now the shark's face, half of his face is scarred up. He eats a girl whole. And it has, in my opinion, the greatest kill in the whole franchise, Jaws 2, where the teenager boy and his girlfriend are on the sailboat and he gets knocked into the water and the shark drags him above the water there. Mm-hmm. That's a great kill. That's an amazing kill. Mm-hmm. So Jaws 2 is your slasher movie. It's not good. It's not terrible, but it's like, oh, this is the sequel. Okay, well, they're done after this, right? No more. No. In 1983, I was telling Eric this to educate him on this. Jaws 3 was called Jaws 3D. The original title, this is true. You can look it up on Wikipedia, on IMDb, Google it, fans. The original title for Jaws 3 was called Jaws 3 People Zero. Absolutely. This came out the same year. This came out the same year as Friday the 13th Part 3 in 3D. So the 1980s birth of 3D hype was because of Jaws 3D and Friday the 13th 3D. Yes, that happened. But Jaws 3, before you guys go ahead, Jaws 3 is the same boys. They're now grown men, marine biologists, and the shark is attacking people in SeaWorld. How do you guys feel about that one?
Well, no, that's not the same boys, is it? In three, yeah. It's not the same people. There's a baby. They think they get the shark because it turns out to be a little baby, and then and why would SeaWorld lend their name? Like, it's not bad enough that they capture and torture whales, but they have to do so like with baby sharks. Like the woman who captured the baby great white, was so excited to keep it alive because nobody else had done that. They neglected to realize that the mom is inside the park,
which is ridiculous. But yes, it is. So Dennis Quaid plays Michael Brody, Michael Brody was the little boy in the first movie. Michael Brody was in the second movie. It's the same character, different actor. But we are now following the boys. Eric, you have not seen this in a long time. How do you feel about the shark in SeaWorld? What do you feel about this?
I think I remember watching bits of this movie as a kid, and the few parts that stood out where I was like, "Oh yeah, that's right." I remember the carp or the big fish or whatever at the beginning of the movie that gets caught. That one was like the one where the sensories came back. It was like, "Oh yeah, I've seen this," and I said, I think I said it just like that on my couch. Like, "Oh yeah, I've seen this." It's something like that, but like, yeah, like. Guys, you've heard me complain about the Jurassic movies. I always have like the same complaints where it's just like, okay, hey, threat level maximum. What should we do? It's like, I don't know. Maybe we should go fucking further into the tube that's underwater. That'll surely get us to safety. But you know what? Like, this movie. I don't feel like it was trying to take itself seriously. I feel like Jaws 3, it knows that it's just like, yeah, we know. Just come on in, Jaws 3. Where, I don't know, I feel like something like Jurassic World, I don't mean to compare it. But you know what? I'm in the wrong with that. This movie, I actually had fun with. Like, 10 minutes in, when Dennis Quaid is doing horrible acting, I'm just like, hey, actually, this is a pretty good fucking, like, drinking and tear 'em up movie. Like,
yeah.
This is actually a lot of, and this is why I think I would actually watch 4, just because it's just like, this is horribly bad to where I would want to get drunk with a few friends and just rip this shit apart.
Yeah. Jaws 3D is the room of the franchise, right? I mean, like, it's so bad, but it's so fun.
You tear me apart, shark.
Especially with that scuba guy, who we get a POV shot of him being devoured inside the shark's mouth.
Yeah.
It's like really, because the shark wasn't biting him. That's the funniest thing. Yeah. I rewound that like 6 times because the director was like, I guarantee the director was like, okay, cool idea. We're gonna put the camera in the mouth of the shark so the audiences can really experience what it's like to be eaten. No, the shark's not biting. The shark is gumming the guy.
And then, you guys notice that? All of a sudden, he gets bit, like by his gills, and the blood comes out his gills.
Do you see what I'm saying? It's so ridiculous. It's like a shark is gonna bite with his teeth, not swallow you whole and then gum you. That's the weirdest fucking kill. The greatest thing though is that the mama shark swims backwards, which sharks can swim backwards. That was amazing. And Eric, how did you feel about the slow motion, clearly 3D of the mama shark going to break the glass? Where they're like, no.
I paused at that moment. It's just like, well, hold on, let me blast off here. Let me put one in the chamber down my lungs. Let me smoke one so I can get prepared for this illusion. It's about to.
Don't you wish that it was in 3D? I mean, don't you wish you saw that in 3D?
Yeah, I really like if it was blue glasses. Yeah, well, I don't. I want the technology now. I want the Back to the Future technology now, where there's no red and blue anymore, where it's actual. And we're there, right? I mean, Back to the Future 2 did it, to where that Jaws was coming out. Well, now, you need to wear the glasses, but they're way better glasses.
Yeah.
And not the flimsy paper ones that have like the one side's red, the other side's blue.
Give me the real D glasses.
Yeah. Yeah, of course you'd want the real D. Boom.
I do want the real. It feels just better.
I actually want to see it 3D. Like, it'll be wonderful.
I wouldn't mind it if this was. I'm really hoping that if they're gonna do reboots, though, they should do Gremlins 3D. Gremlins 3 is the next one in the bitch right now. If you were to do Gremlins 3,
just don't watch it after midnight.
There you go. Oh.
Ed, God damn you.
Hey, what? That was pretty funny. Sorry, guys.
That was good.
This is during the show, but I just sent you both in the messenger. I found the actual glasses they had at the movie theaters for Jaws 3D. I want you guys to see this live on here. You guys will love this.
Did you buy?
No, I just saw this on Google. Check this out, guys. I wish I was born in '80. I wish I could see it. Look, this is wonderful.
All right, let's take a look. Oh, those are pretty cool. So they're like gimmicky ones. They like red and green, and the nose bridge is the classic Jaws.
It definitely looks like a
mouth. Yeah. Well, that's something. Oh, look at that. That's something.
Yeah.
And that's something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's. I wish they would have more like that. More gimmicky stuff.
I wonder how much it would cost to buy one of these.
I don't know. Last one I had
I don't know.
were for Spy Kids 3D.
Oh, there you go.
So, I want to say this one thing before we get into the last movie, but so the Jaws franchise is following the Brody family, you know. In the third movie, you got Michael and Sean, Dennis Quaid, and Sean, the younger brother, is the guy that got attacked in the water bumper boats with his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Right. All right. I just wanted to make that clear because then we get Jaws: The Revenge in 1987. Sean, who is the dude who's got attacked in the bumper boat with his girlfriend in Jaws 3D, he is supposed to be the cop in the beginning of this movie who gets obliterated by Jaws. Now, I will say this opening is almost as good as the opening of the first movie. I mean, this opening of Jaws: The Revenge, nobody talks about it, is pretty fucking terrifying. I mean, Eric, would you agree? Eric, would you agree with me on that? That the opening is kind of terrifying.
For yeah, I give it props. There are a few. I mean, openings are hard to do, and I feel that not a lot of respect is given to many of them, especially in a genre like this, because it sets the whole pace of the movie, and if you do it well, then obviously you did something right because it sets precedence for the rest of the movie.
And unfortunately, the rest of the movie sucked. I mean, Ed, Sean gets his arm bitten off, and he's screaming for help, and the shark is tearing him apart.
Yeah, there's definitely an it moment there.
No, it's just the opening is so good, and then boom, we get introduced to Ellen Brody again, and you find out that Roy Scheider, Martin Brody, has died of a heart attack, and she thinks that he died because he was afraid of the shark.
No.
And then it gets even more ridiculous. Ellen Brody is so distraught. This is also played by Lorraine Gary, who was the wife in the first movie. She came back for this. Now they're in Amity Island. Yeah, well, they're in Amity Island, which is New Jersey. Hold on, New Jersey.
Well, don't go to an island or a lake in New Jersey.
They go to the Bahamas, and the shark follows them from New Jersey.
That's a smart shark.
And there's even a line in the movie that says, "Don't worry, Mom, great white sharks don't like warm water."
Yes. Now, Eric, you've never seen this before, and I'm sorry, Eric. What did you feel about the shark following them to the Bahamas?
Turn to Dad.
No, you, Eric.
I thought this is fantastic. Now you've opened up a new world for this movie where the shark is now somewhat cognizant of what is happening and is able to make decisions. And I think does he know what happened to the sharks before him? I
don't know.
Or her. It's. Are there more behind those lifeless eyes?
Like a doll's eyes?
Like a doll's eyes?
I mean, and also Eric, because Ed, I'm sorry, but Eric never seen this. Michael Caine shows up.
Yeah.
And he plays the character Hoagie. And I'm going to let you know right now that Michael Caine's character, they don't say it in the movie, but it's pretty much hinted that he's a cocaine smuggler.
Well, yeah, everyone's got to make a living.
Right?
Yeah. And he starts banging the guy's mom in the Bahamas.
Just banging her.
Everyone's got to make a living, I guess.
Yep.
Eric, they blow up the shark.
You had me at blow.
They blow up the shark by ramming it with the front of the boat.
Well, I mean, is that any better or worse than the kill where the shark bites the power line and fries to death.
Yes.
In the water.
Yes, because that's better than this because they rammed the shark. They don't have
right
a bomb. They don't have a
right
bomb or a grenade. They just ram it with a spear. Why does it blow up? It's like one of those Monty Python movies where somebody gets stabbed with a sword and they just blow up for no reason.
You know what? Like
it's almost like a Michael Bay movie.
Yeah, we need a big explosion, and like, you know what? They kind of made it better because why not? If you just because they probably took that take and it was probably just like, oh, that was it. Well, that's dumb as shit. But yeah, no, let's make it blow up. That way, I don't know. I mean, just have everything blow up.
Everything has to blow up. Eric, what'd you think of the banana boat kill in Jaws: The Revenge when they're on the banana boat?
I mean, of all the, it's hard to think which one's my favorite kill. It might be in Jaws 2. Out of all the movies, because it's really tough to say which one. But the one that traumatized me the most, I think it was Jaws 2. Is that the one where it was the scuba diver or the swimmer? No, it was the swimmers in the start, right? Yeah, and they got eaten, and after they find it floating. Yeah, when they find the body floating, I remember as a kid, I was just like, "Whoa, that's fucked up."
Yeah,
that was probably the most memorable out of all of them. But those are pretty dumb.
Yeah, I mean, these are one of those movies that like they took a great movie, incredible in Jaws 1, and then they turned them because it was scary. I mean, my dad tells me, being a kid, he graduated high school in '73. He remembers, he remembers, people being afraid to sit on the toilet, in after the first one, and people wouldn't go to the waters anymore. So they just took a great movie that scared people and they turned it into a horror franchise, which doesn't sully the first one, but the other three are shitty 70, 80s
You know
movies.
what, though? I mean, just to kind of wrap it up, I do feel that, like, these movies, after watching it, they're in their own respect. Now you have this popularity of these garbage movies that are kind of this new idea of having a good time. Let's take a really poorly done movie and let's sit down with a group of friends and let's just enjoy it together. Like, not enjoy the movie, but enjoy our company of how bad this movie is together. And I think these movies fit in well with that niche.
No, yeah, I agree with you. I totally agree. And I added on to that before my last question, a little fun fact. Jaws: The Revenge is actually considered the third movie. The studio, Universal Studios, has actually decided that Jaws 3D is not canon and it has nothing to do with the original franchise.
The fact that there was a discussion about that does not make sense to me.
What do you mean?
Like the fact that somebody somewhere sat down at Universal Studios and said, you know what? We're just not going to count Jaws 3D. We're just not going to count it.
It says right here, in fact, one of the Universal Studios press releases for Jaws: The Revenge actually admits that Jaws 3D is actually not canon to the actual franchise. So Jaws: The Revenge, the fourth movie, is technically the third one, and the third one, 3D, doesn't exist, which I would argue is the best. And that's my final question. Eric, you just saw 3 and 4 for the first time. Out of all the sequels, not the original, out of 2, 3, and 4, Eric, which one is the best?
I did not finish with the fourth one.
Or you're not finished with the fourth one yet?
No, but I mean, these movies, they are somewhat enjoyable. Like I have to admit, and it's. It sucks because I actually like that Jaws 3D.
Right? Jaws 3D is amazing.
It's just one of those where you're just like, that's so fucking dumb.
Stupid. It's stupid.
You know what? But I guess Jaws 2. It made, a more lasting impression. Oh wait, you put the first one in there too, or you going with the after?
No. Yeah, no first one. Out of the sequels, which one's the best?
I'd probably, I guess number 2. I guess. I guess because I don't know. I guess just two. I guess maybe it was trying to take itself more seriously,
Okay.
or maybe it just had more of a serious budget. I don't know.
Okay. Ed, how about you? Out of the sequels of Jaws, which one is the best?
I don't know if you can use the word best, but my most enjoyable experience of the three was Jaws 3D.
Right. Again, yes, Jaws 3D is fucking awesome.
No, it's horrible.
No, it's
horrible,
awesome.
but it's awesomely bad. I mean,
awesomely bad.
It's one of the worst movies you'll ever watch. But like that's why it's thoroughly enjoyable. It's Jaws 3D is basically Sharknado, except Sharknado makes fun of itself for being a shitty movie.
Yeah, because I also love Ed in Jaws 3D when the baby shark dies and they're like, "Wait a minute. This was a baby shark. Where is the mama shark?"
Dun,
And then
dun,
she's
dun.
just swimming. She's just swimming in the lagoon. I'm
So
like,
dumb.
"Oh my god."
So dumb.
Nobody saw a 28-foot great white shark just swimming around. But you know what, everybody? We wanted to say thank you so much for listening to this small little mini episode of Movie Guys Podcast. We're going to be doing these a lot this year in 2018. We told you guys we were going to be coming up with some new stuff. We're going to be doing retrospective series episodes where we talk about everything in a movie franchise. So we hope you guys enjoyed this one. But make sure to check us out at movieguyspodcast.com, on Twitter at Movie Guys Pod, on Facebook, Movie Guys Podcast, and also Podbean, which is movieguyspodcast.podbean.com. But Eric and Ed, thank you so much for joining me for this discussion. We'll be back next week for another awesome episode. Have a good night, guys.